Namaste, witchlings. How is everyone today? I am here. I'm wiped. Don't know why today. Just, I have zero energy. So, just so y'all know. Alright. Checking everything, making sure everything's ready to go. I forgot to pick the cards up after I dictated, so I'm a dumbass. My lights are doing funky wonky things today. My coffee warmer is not on. Mm, okay. I am getting ready for everything today. How are we? It is Monday yet again. Oh, you know, the older I get, the more I sympathize with Garfield. Making sure I got everything I need. I got those, I got that, I got that, that. Okay. Just, I'm not all here today. I swear. Mother's Day was over a week ago now. I'm still paying. So, okay, touch base with my girls. Anybody gonna pop in on? Okay, so let's get started, shall we, everyone? Oop, ha. Trim the wick. I love this thing. I love the fact that I'm not ruining my scissors anymore, even more. All right. So, ooh, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to check and see. I don't think. Do not think there's any birthdays today, but let's just make sure. Because, I'm paranoid of things like that. Nope. Nope, nope, nobody until Friday. Okay. This is good. Ah. Mm. So, you know what we're going to do? The non biological has a very, very cool and amazing job that they have been invited to apply for. So, you know what? Here is for an amazing job opportunity for the kiddo. She needs it for so many reasons. Speak of the devil! Hey, kiddo! Ugh. That would explain why I can't see the screen very well. Love you, kid. Oh. Alright. Ooba. I try to keep my glasses clean. Keyword there is try. Oftentimes I fail. One of the few times I almost miss wearing contacts. But with the fact that I am bordering on needing bifocals to the point that I have one set of glasses that I wear in the office and one set of glasses that I wear when I'm driving. Yeah, no. And the fact that I am now completely terrified of wearing my contacts again. Because for those of you who don't know why I stopped, I have now at 2 different times, somehow managed to scratch my cornea once and the white of my eye clear out here another time. I am incredibly lucky that when I scratched my cornea, I did not end up with permanent eye vision damage. We're not sure how I got that lucky, but I did. Because by all rights, I should have some vision damage from it because of how long I waited before I went and got medical treatment for it. Primarily because we had no idea that's what I had done. So, wow. Yeah, that was let's see. 24 hours of having to put steroid and antibiotic drops in my eyes, alternating every half hour round the clock. I did not sleep. Then, after the first 24 hours, it went to every hour round the clock. Yeah, about 2 to 3 years ago. The man behind the curtain is reminding me how long it's been. It was, I think, it was about 3 years ago. It was within my first year and a half working at Torrid. And oh my God, it was miserable. So, yeah, I stopped wearing my contacts right around then. And then I had a second episode. I had not been wearing my contacts, but I get crunchies in my eyes in my sleep. Allergies are a bitch. And somehow I managed to rub one of the crunchies on the white of my eye and get another abrasion, which was yet another round of antibiotics and steroids. This time, though, it didn't damage my vision. So, our first tarot card today. We have the Eight of Pentacles, which says, sorry, but fairies are not going to come and do all the work for you. Oh, to think that it used to take this witch, an entire day to build just one fairy house. These days, she can knock 8 of them out in a single afternoon, no problem. It's one thing to manifest something into your life. However, it's another thing entirely to do the work necessary to make sure it has any chance of coming true. So, you may wish one of the fairies would come along to magically do all of the work for you, but, well, we all know that's never going to happen. So, there's nothing stopping you from using your own magic to get it done. All the blood, sweat, and tears you put into enhancing your skills will eventually be worth it. Who knows? Soon enough, you may be the one teaching others how it's done. Next, that's kind of a cool looking card. We have the Magician reversed. You have everything you need to do anything you want. You could be giving up on something before you even give it a fair shot. There are so many people around you who are stunned by the things that you are able to accomplish. So why aren't you? Open your damn eyes. You are more than capable. Quit playing the victim. And no, not necessarily quit playing the victim. Quit underestimating yourself and quit sabotaging yourself because you think you're not worthy. There we go. I'm guilty of that one. And then finally, and this one resonates with me, the moon. Taking time for deep self-reflection is essential. It won't always be all love and starlight, the witch says to you as she writes something down in her journal. Like all of us, you have some deep, dark things hiding in the shadows of your heart and mind. Persistent fears, secret insecurities, or maybe just some bad memories. Don't ignore them, hoping they're going to go away, because, well, that's not how this works. Shine a light on them and do your best to work through them. Some people find it cathartic to write their way through their struggles, but that's not necessarily right for everyone, nor is it always enough for some. Be sure to seek advice from a mental health professional for any ongoing issues that you're dealing with. I firmly believe therapy is good for everyone, even if it's just so you have a non biased ear to listen to you bitch about your family for 5 minutes. God knows that's what I do with mine often enough. I think my therapist knows more about my mother than a lot of people in my life. Next, we have our oracles. Okay. And first, our first oracle card says sacrifices must be made. What are we sacrificing for? Ooh, then we outgrew each other. And then inevitable. Sacrifices must be made. We outgrew each other. Inevitable. Well, for some of us, it is inevitable that we're going to outgrow each other. And, well, any relationship sacrifices are going to be made. Siblings, romantic relationships, friendships. There are sacrifices in just about any relationship you have in life. And in just about any relationship, friendship, romantic relationship, working relationships, there's a good chance you're going to outgrow each other. Siblings, I can see how siblings can outgrow each other, especially if one stays, like me, stuck in the past, and the others, well, actually, no. In this respect, in the context I'm thinking now, I'm the one that has not stayed stuck in the past and has actually grown and matured, and the rest of the family likes to stay stuck in the past, which is highly amusing. Our rune. And of course, I'm thinking I have it sitting here properly, but let me confirm. I want to say it points that way. Nope, points. I do have it backwards. Hey, good thing I looked. All right. Today's rune is Kanaz inverted, which should be pointing. The open side points to the left. That's the left. Okay. Open side points to the left. The divinity is Heimdall, Freya, and Frey. The letter is K, as in king. The symbol is the torch, and the element, oh so shockingly, there is fire. The trees are the pine, which burns hot and fast, the bilberry, the hazel tree, which is appreciated by dowsers and wizards. Dowsers are interesting people. The plant is the ragged robin. The stone is carnelian and fire opal. The color is orange-red, which goes along with the carnelian. And the animal is dragon, telluric energy, which it is necessary to learn to master. Oh, did I mention that the Kanaz is inverted? Oops. So, the description today: loss of a friendship or partner could be indicated, as could the loss of a possession. There are possibilities of illness or of general ill feeling or unpleasantness. You may be feeling below par. Sometimes it is necessary for old things to be replaced or old friendships to fade in order for new things and new friendships to come. There may be a lack of direction, and you may feel lost and able to find a light by which to be guided. All right. A relinquishing of the old, of existing from day to day empty, but not for long. As you let go of old habits, relationships, etc., new opportunities will flow toward you to fill that emptiness. Nature abhors a vacuum. If you fail to recognize and relinquish the old, you will suffer from loss of this opportunity. So, don't hold on to those things that no longer serve you. In relationships, inverted kanas suggests. If you feel like your relationship has no future, maybe it's time to let go. I am hearing, I can see her face. Why can I not come up? Adina Menzel. I am hearing Adina Menzel. Inverted kanas is not related to some minor quarrels or a lack of consensus. No, this symbolizes an outdated and exhausting relationship. If that's the case, then you both need to just let go and, let each other go your own way and let each other be happy with someone else. Accept the circumstances, accept the inevitability, and make this separation as painless as possible. No one's to blame, and just be as amicable as possible. In work, inverted kanas should be perceived as a complicated situation in which there are a lot of problems and misunderstandings, and it's just not possible to fix them. Trying to change this circumstance, trying to change the state of affairs means only one thing: you're going to get bogged down even worse. And sometimes it's going to hit a dead end. Meanwhile, the attitude to the situation should be as follows: it's an evil, but it's a necessary evil. No matter how much the circumstances are turned against you, they need to be accepted and released, not looking for someone to be guilty or proving your innocence or non involvement in the problem. If someone manages to rise above all of this, then you will open up a new path that will allow you to realize yourself so much better. Otherwise, the circumstances can be quite dire. So, key takeaways: disease, breakup, instability, lack of creativity, exposure, loss of illusion, and false hope, a lack of practice, drifting, lack of creativity, despair, confusion, and an unclear path. You have no idea where you're going. You need a lighthouse. All right, and then we are grabbing this so that I can tell you about today's goddess. She is not in the book, so we're going to have fun. Today's goddess is one of my favorites. And I say that about a lot of them, but this is one that I've known for a while due to my own Celtic heritage. I just missed a note on my computer and I have no idea what. All right, we have Morrigan. Says she is goddess of rhythm. She is often thought to be a triple goddess. However, Morrigan herself is singular. The Morrigan is a set of 3 sisters, and we will get to that. Appearing before great battles as the goddess of war, death, and fate, the Morrigan offered prophecy and favor to heroes and gods alike. She was often depicted circling the battlefield in the form of a raven to carry away and eat the carrion, though she could also appear as a beautiful woman to seduce powerful men. She was a cunning shapeshifter and a terrifying omen of death to the characters of Irish mythology. The Morrigan is also associated with several sacred and natural sites across Ireland. Why do I keep trying to grab my mouse to scroll on my tablet? Let's see. Her name can be interpreted as either the Great Queen or Phantom Queen, although Great Queen is preferred amongst scholars. Oh, let's see. One of the most prominent characteristics of the Morrigan is her tripartite nature. As I said, she is often seen as a triple goddess. She appears as both an individual and as three goddesses acting under a single name. And I forgot to look up the pronunciations of her names. Oh, good grief, I'm a genius. The identities of the three goddesses vary depending on the source. I'm going to look up their pronunciations because I really do not like mispronouncing the names of the Celtic goddesses. How do I pronounce? One of these days I'll learn to just have this side open. Babe. Okay. And then. Ah. Oh. Okay. And. Babe. Matcha. And. Nemain. Okay, Bob, Babe, Matcha, and Nemain are named as the Morgan, although sometimes I'm pretty sure this one, her name is probably also Dannon or Danu. Probably also Danu. Okay, yep. Or sometimes Danan or Danu is substituted for Nemain. There we go. These goddesses are also sometimes listed as sisters of the Morrigan. The goddesses could also act independently of each other. In one story, two of the three goddesses who make up the Morgans reach out to the men of Ireland under cover of night. The sound of their calls is so terrifying that 100 men die of fright. The shriek of the Morgan was a horrible omen of misfortune to come. This is a word there we go, that I have never been entirely certain how to pronounce. Of course. Yes. Tuatha De Danann. There we go. Morgan is named as a member of the Tuatha De Danann, a tribe of magical people. Their arrival in Ireland was met with resistance by earlier settler groups of the island, including the supernatural races of the Firbolg and the Fomorians. They found themselves at war with the Firbolg, culminating in two fierce battles. Okay. So the Morrigan is an interesting goddess. One of the reasons I like her is she is unique to Irish and Celtic mythology, though scholars have found similar figures in Arthurian legend. They are trying to say that Morgana Le Fay is the Morrigan. I don't agree, but. And then one other very similar comparison is the Valkyries. And that one I can actually kind of see. So that is our goddess for the day. And bring up my notes and I can read you her little blurb. Shape-shifting goddess Morrigan helps you tune into the cycles of life, beginning, middles, and ends, rebirths. Whatever you are experiencing, it's a transition between one of these phases. Our cards of the day. Namaste. What is our namaste? We are consciously breathing, which is something I need to do. Remind yourself to breathe throughout the day. Do you find yourself holding your breath or holding tension anywhere in your body? For example, your stomach or your shoulders. I do it in my shoulders. When you are stressed, focused, or irritated. Oh, I hunch my shoulders when I'm focused. And when I'm stressed, I tighten my shoulders. Focused breathing, especially when directed to these tense areas, will promote peace of mind and healing. Start with deep breaths into your chest, then into your stomach, and then release. So you're gonna, oh, I hate breathing this way because it goes against everything I've been taught recently. So you're gonna start here. And when your chest gets full, you're gonna breathe into your belly. And then as you breathe out, you're gonna exhale from your belly and then from your chest. It's weird, but it works. Next, imagine your breath flowing from the sky into the top of your head, to and through any areas of tension, down to the bottom of your feet and into the earth. So this is grounding. You're going to breathe down into the earth, and then as you exhale, you're going to bring it all back up and out. Conscious breathing is a wonderful stress reliever and can be used throughout the day anytime you notice suspended breaths, tension, a negative thought, or just cuz. It helps. And I will repeat this again. Oxygen is a natural pain reliever, which is why they will slap an oxygen mask on a laboring woman. Learned that while I was in labor. And then today's self-compassion is thankless job. Maybe no one else will show their appreciation, but you still can. Take a moment and write yourself a note of gratitude for something you did for yourself. So maybe take a post-it note, a sticky note, and just write yourself a quick little thank you note saying, you know what, thank you for buying coffee yesterday. We were almost out and you remembered to go buy coffee or creamer so you could have coffee first thing this morning. Way to go. Coffee is important. And then finally, today's Mr. Rogers quote. It always helps to have people we love beside us when we have to do difficult things in life. Doesn't it? Life is so much easier when we can share the burden. Okay, couple of announcements. I will be offline probably most of next week. I may be here Monday. Jury's out on that. There's not a chance in hell I'm going to be here Tuesday or Wednesday. Reason being, I'm going in for surgery on Tuesday. I'm going to be having a couple of discs in my neck replaced, so I have to be at the hospital at, oh my god, it's fucking early Tuesday morning as my back decides to spasm. And then I will be spending at least Tuesday night in the hospital, possibly Wednesday. That is TBD. And then I have no fucking clue how I'm going to be feeling for the rest of the week. So, I will try to do guided meditation Friday night. I make no promises. Podcast is probably not going to happen as well. So, for the moment, we are going to assume that I'm on vacation next week. I love you all, and I hope you have all enjoyed today's cards and rune and are learning things from me. So please spread love, spread joy, spread kindness. I am going to go be me. I will see you all tomorrow. I love you.